everybody, this is a Grumpy Old Guy Gaming, and today we are looking at a video of Ms. Pac Man. This is gameplay I shot the other day. This is the Atari 7800 version. I actually like this version. It plays very well, and I like the look of it for what it is. As we start gameplay here, I'm actually going to give a bit of a channel update here. This is my first video with sound over top, though certainly not my first attempt at it. I found that overall the audio has been throwing me off quite a bit. I'm not using the most high quality sound equipment, and my voice is usually a little wonky, so apologies for those who find the sound a little off-putting. But we're going to try our best here and just get through this. First board's fairly easy in Ms. Pac Man. Generally don't have too many issues playing, though I'm hardly going to say I'm the best Ms. Pac Man player on the planet. Gameplay will show that more than evident. I've found the issue recording sound for myself to be more of a confidence issue than an equipment issue. Again, I'm sure the sound would be better with a better microphone and everything, but overall I find that I'm just a very self-critical person, so I sort of pick through and find reasons to throw out audio. This isn't syncing right, I don't like how this sounds, and before I know it I've put so much time in that I'm like, it's just not working, I'll get back to it later, and then I never do. For instance, this video was shot earlier in the week, I forget which day in particular, and I'm just now posting it 2:45 Sunday morning is when I'm recording this audio. So as I'm going through the second board here, I'm doing my best to avoid the ghosts, but even in the second board, my focus is shifting a little bit in gameplay, and I run right into the orange ghost. Playing it safe here, I decide just to finish off the board rather than chase the ghosts too far. And we hit our first cutscene. Ms. Pac Man is probably one of the first, arcade cabinets I can remember playing as a kid. It's something that kind of stuck with me. Always loved the little cutscenes. I thought that was just the neatest thing. Just the fact that it gave you a second's break from the game and just gave you a fun little thing. It was like the comic in a bazooka bubblegum. Really silly choice on my part there. I could have just gone for the pallet, the power pellet there. But it's working out pretty well. I managed to escape, work my way back down to the corner, and clear out a good deal more of the board. I've also got to remember that after the second stage, just going after the fruit's very viable. I forget that quite a bit. So the plan going forward with the channel, I do plan on making videos a bit more regularly as time permits. As we get closer to the holidays, I'm not sure how that's going to work, as holiday time is usually hectic. The Learning to Die Less series, which my son has dubbed his favorite, thanks to him for enduring so many of these videos while I'm editing. That is me playing dot hack fragments specifically with my Wave Master character. As a teenager, that was probably the class that interested me most for the game at the time. I usually played wizards or casting classes in Dungeons and Dragons, and so playing a Wave Master in those games typically was most appealing to me. So the Learning to Die Less series is me figuring out how to play Wave Master effectively in Fragment. That one's going to be semi-regularly updated. It's one of those things where I probably won't record every week, but when I do record, it's probably going to be 3 or 4 videos in a row because it's a fairly low level character. And when I'm playing, I sort of get into a groove with it. I will say I'm playing a bit more competently with it. Certainly more competently than I'm playing Miss Pac Man, as that's my first playthrough there. I didn't get very far. Did go through another time on this one, and I had sort of a comedy skit worked out where 2 gamers were arguing with each other who could play better and just sort of trash talking back and forth. Audio for that was just abysmal. I couldn't get it to work at all, and the jokes were lame, but that's just me. My sense of humor is pretty lame. So starting over again with the first board here. Nice little area there where the ghosts are fairly well grouped together, and then I took that wrong turn, which almost cost me some points, but I was able to rebound and get all 4 ghosts for the nice 1600. Rookie mistake there, that the cherries just aren't worth it. So the Learning to Die Less series is going to be my Wave Master. I'm planning on doing another fragment series called Weekend Warrior. That's where I play my Blade Master account. For those unfamiliar, since Wave Master basically translates to a casting class, Blade Master is like your basic fighter. Uses weapons, uses heavy armor, just sort of an all-around physical class. That was the first character I created on Fragment, and to me it's just sort of a stress relief character. He's a bit above my wife's character in level, so I tend to not play him as frequently. When we play, I typically play either my Wave Master or my Long Arm alts. Long Arm is sort of like a Lancer, but I like to go ahead and play those as they're a bit more even in level, and that way I'm not just one-shotting everything and just sort of standing around hoping she gets experience. I'll be doing plenty of retro videos. The capturing for the retro has been really good for me with the setup I'm using here. I don't want to get into the technicals of it because I'm really not that familiar with the technical side of things. This YouTube channel in general has been a bit of an experiment for me. I thought it would be a fun thing to do, and hey, it gives me an excuse to play more video games, but also it gives me a chance to learn how to do these videos, how to edit them, how to put sound into things, and also to remind myself not to get cornered by 3 ghosts when playing Miss Pac Man. That's a lesson I'll never learn. Fortunately, second playthrough went pretty nicely for me after that rather embarrassing death. Got into a little bit of a groove here. And again, not terribly exciting gameplay, just knowing when to play it safe and when to cut over. Plus there's something relaxing about playing retro video games, and I like sharing them with my son. I do like playing the retro games with him, and I like seeing what interests him and what doesn't. There's some games I thought he would absolutely love that he got bored with in an instant. He tends to gravitate towards fantasy, adventure, and RPG games like I did as a kid, but when I got him playing Golden Axe Warrior, he only played a couple playthroughs and then got really bored with it, which surprised me because it's a Zelda clone, and The Legend of Zelda is like one of his go-tos on the Switch. Finish that board off there. I'm already approaching my score from the previous playthrough. I'm going to go a little further, not terribly further, but I do make it to second cutscene for those who are interested. And for those who aren't, go ahead and comment below about how terrible I am with the spoilers. once again, getting cornered by ghosts. Rookie mistake there. I should have just kept going in the direction. I don't know about you, but I tend to second guess my moves a lot in the later boards in Miss Pac Man. I just automatically feel that my initial reaction is wrong and that I missed something. So a lot of times when I take stupid deaths, it's just from not committing to the direction I meant to go. Going to finish up collecting these here safely. And moving to the chase. Fun little cutscene. And this board is very orange. Not really a better way to describe it. It's actually one of my favorite looking boards on the arcade version of Ms. Pac Man. Again, we're playing the 7800 version. I don't know why, I just like playing this version. It plays super smooth. It's just a relaxing time for me. Though I will admit, when capturing this footage, I was probably stifling a few curse words. I tend to let language get a little loose when playing the games, actually. And then I come back and, you know, dub the audio or not, remove from and be like, yeah, I was cool. Wrapping up here, I believe I get through this board. Yeah. Get through this board safely, and now we are on to the banana board. But yeah, that's where things are at. Thank you as always for watching the videos. Like I said, plenty more to come, and again, this has been a grumpy old guy gaming. Thank you.